What's up, everybody? I was a little bit bored of doing the same waiver wire video over and over, same format. So I was like, hey, let me do it live. For those new to this channel, my name's Hussein the Brain. You're watching The Couch. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, social media. Everything's at Fantasy Couch. And if you like live streams, if you like the best waiver wire videos, the most extensive waiver wire lists, and other awesome live streams of fantasy football content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have the bell notification turned on. For those that are familiar with me, what's up, Couch fam? We're doing the waiver wire video, but we're doing it live. I will answer questions throughout if they are directly regarding the position I'm talking about or anything like that. If you just have just any other fantasy football questions, I will stick around. So save those for the end. How long do waivers usually take? 15, 20 minutes. So won't take too long. What's up? How do you pronounce your name? Garib, what's up? Says hello, Brain. Evan, what's up? DG, what's up, man? Mario's in the building. We have Twitch fam, Couch Captain Toast in the building. Joe, what's up, man? Psycho Crew says best waiver wire videos, hands down. All right, let's jump into it. I got a feeling in my gut to trade Cup away. Don't do it. I'm not against trading Cup away, but if you do it, you better ask for a king's ransom. I don't know what that word means, but you better ask for a lot. You better make the person you are trading with overpay significantly. I'll put it like that. Make the person you're trading with significantly play if you're going to trade away Cup. What's up, Frem from Germany? Zapita's in the building. What's up, man? Joshua says, you deserve more subs, dude, starting after you getting more subs. I mean, that's definitely partially my fault. Probably good amount my fault. Hey, I gotta change it up. I gotta do better stuff. But I do appreciate that, man. I just gonna I'm very satisfied and very thankful with what's going on, but definitely hungry, and I need to step it up. I need to step it up. These young cats they're doing cool stuff. I was definitely a pioneer, or what do they call someone called a trailblazer, with a lot of the things I did online and on you as far as video goes. And they're taking it to the next level. I got to step it up. It is what it is. All right, let's jump into it. I did not thank the patrons on a video yet. Sorry for that, but I'm thanking every single one of them right here. So obviously I cannot shout out every one of these guys, but here it is. That makes it a lot better right there. We got Ryan here, Scott. I mean, there's so many Patreons. Dak, Val, Royal, Danny's here, Jerome, what's up, man? Tom, Caitlin, all these people, newest Patreon, PK, shout out to you. So these are all the Patreons we have, and man, I mean, that's just amazing. We have these many patrons. So thank you so much. Huge shout out to the patrons. And if you want to help support, you don't have to. If you want to help support, you do get some cool perks. So you can check out patreon.com/fantasy couch. Let's go on to the waivers. So we got 4 teams on bye this week. So buys are kind of not as potent as they were. So we got the Bears on bye, the Bengals are on bye this week, the Texans are on bye, and the Giants are on bye. So for quarterbacks, I'm going to have Carson Wentz. He's been throwing a lot. Carson Wentz has been great. He's throwing a lot of pass yards. Michael Pittman's really come through. Nyheim Hines comes through every now and then, and he's been great. So if you're looking for a high floor quarterback, I think Carson Wentz is going to be your best QB to add. I absolutely love it. These other guys are not so good and don't have a high floor. But you got Matt Ryan, who's kind of up and down. Maybe has slightly higher ceiling, but you never know. This could be a disaster game for Matt Ryan. Let's see what happens. He's going up against the Cowboys. Carson Wentz is going up against the Jags. And if you're really desperate, we got Teddy Bridgewater. going against the Eagles. Big Ben going against the Lions. This could be a really good one. I feel like Ben Roethlisberger this week, he's kind of a high floor quarterback. He could be as high as number 2, I'd say. And as far as Tua or Jacoby Brissett, this game is Thursday night. It's against the Ravens. Tua has a small fracture in his middle finger, his throwing hand. And so I do believe Jacoby Brissett will get the start again. It's really the only thing that makes sense to me. Don't know for sure, though. Ryan Fitzpatrick, unlikely to return anytime soon. So I'm thinking Taylor Heineke is going to get the start. I also do I'm probably going to have Taylor Heineke in my DFS video. I think he's a sneaky start. Bucks defense, we know, good against the run, bad against the pass. Could be a bit of a disaster game for Washington. Also, Washington could score. Maybe no other team needed this bye week to come more than the Washington football team. Antonio Gibson has a fracture in his shin. He's dealing with 2-3 injuries. There's so much going on here. And I really think that this team needed a rest. And, I wish I could have a bye week during the fantasy season. I feel like this team more mentally even, that's just my gut feeling, more mentally they needed this bye week. And, of course, physically they needed this bye week too. So Taylor Heineke could be a good ad. Like I said, Ryan Fitzpatrick probably not coming back anytime soon here. And then we have Trevor Lawrence if you're really desperate. Now, talk about a risky quarterback to pick up here. That's definitely going to be Trevor Lawrence. For running backs, okay, let me go through the chat really quick. Gabriel says, couch the best kept secret in fantasy. Thank you so much, man. Do you think Chubb will play? Wolf says Chubb will play. He is vaxxed. Now, can we get a confirmation on that? I don't know if Chubb is vaxxed or not. Let's try to look that up. Can we get a confirmation? Because today is Tuesday, right? The Bears play Sunday. Let's confirm everything out here. Okay, now because with this pandemic and whatnot, we're adding so many layers to fantasy football. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at Aaron Rodgers. I mean, just things are just it's a lot to take in. NFL schedule week 10. So let me double check when the Browns play. Okay. Okay. So the Browns play. I can't. It's a little tough to bring this on the screen, but the Browns play in the first wave of games on Sunday. So today's Tuesday. That would mean Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 5 days. I mean, he could be back in 5 days if he's vaxxed. So I don't know if that's exactly 5 days or if that's up. I honestly don't know. I say, yes, Chubb is vaxxed. This is my news guy here, Toast. I trust him. He says he is vaxxed, but don't think he plays. I don't know. It's exactly 5 days. So he tested positive today, right? So 5 days tested positive. One. I don't know if that it's an exact, like to the hour, right? 5 days. What did you eat today? I haven't ate anything. Just drink a little bit of coffee. What are we talking about here? I will eat though. He has to test negative twice within 24 hours, but he also has to be out 5 days, right? Look, I'm be honest. I don't know exactly. If you're not vax, it's 10 days. If you're vax, it's 5 days minimum. And yeah, he does need 2 negative tests within 48 hours. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to say it frank. I don't know exactly at this point. I mean, I had the same theory as Toast. Let's assume that he's probably not going to play. It is Tuesday. It's pushing it. I mean, he's got to, even if it's within the 5 days or you don't need those 5 days. Okay, so there's no 5 days. Got it. Nope, just test negative twice outside of the 24 hours. But he actually has to kick this thing and be negative. And he just tested positive today. I don't know. I mean, there is a chance. So at least we got that cleared up. So there is a chance that Chubb does play. He does have to test negative twice, and each test has to be at least 24 hours apart. So there is a chance. But today being Tuesday, it's let's just say he's probably out. I think that's the best way to put it. Nick Chubb is probably out. And as for Kareem Hunt, I don't think he's even close to coming back. Maybe he's aiming for a week 11 or 12. But I don't think Kareem Hunt is anywhere close to being out. Maybe week 12 would be like a good realistic time for Kareem Hunt to come back. Okay, anyway, let's not get too carried away with that. So number one to add is going to be Dearness Johnson. Now, unfortunately, in a lot of our leagues, people are still hoarding Dearness Johnson. I definitely didn't drop him in the one league that I have him. But in case you guys haven't heard the big news, Nick Chubb, Felton, and John Kelly, all three tested positive for C19, and they are likely not going to play this Sunday. Who do they play against? The Patriots. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. But if Dearness Johnson is somehow available, you should definitely add him. He's still a really good ad, especially if Kareem Hunt misses week 11 too. It's still a guy worth rostering, a great handcuff. Number two, we got Eno Benjamin. Chase Edmonds could be out for a long time, high ankle sprain. So Eno Benjamin takes over. Jordan Howard, I would rank higher, but I guess he's a little bit more short term. This is going to be a messy Eagles running back situation once Miles Sanders comes back. But it's pretty clear cut that the best runner right now is Jordan Howard. Perhaps he should have been not on the practice squad. And, right now we're kind of seeing a theme with Adrian Peterson, maybe even Devonte Freeman, that these fresh legs are really kicking butt. And Jordan Howard has fresh legs. He's rejuvenated. He hasn't really played until now that Miles Sanders is hurt. So Jordan Howard, I have at number 3. Number 4, we got Jamal Williams. Unlikely that he's available, but lines are depressing, so people can possibly be dropping Jamal Williams. Number 5, we got Mark Ingram, one of the best handcuffs. I mean, that people aren't really realizing, but still one of the best handcuffs in fantasy football right now. Number 6 is Sony Michel. Number 7, Ty Johnson, if Tevin Coleman is still out. Number 8, sneaky ad this week. Not one. Now, this is deep league. This is desperate territory, but I'm assuming 1 out of 10 people watching this are desperate. So we got Ronald Jones going against Washington. Good game script. Ronald Jones is he's supposed to be a good runner. He's not really a good runner, but that's his strong suit compared to everything else, compared to pass protection and pass plays and catching the ball. So Ronald Jones could be in the game to give Fournette a breather in the second half or fourth quarter. So, hey, look for a sneaky touchdown by Ronald Jones in the fourth quarter as a desperate play. Latavius Murray and Devonte Freeman. Of course, you could rank these guys ahead of Ronald Jones, but since we don't know what the heck's going on with the Ravens backfield and if Latavius is playing or not, then we're going to just rank Ronald Jones one spot ahead. And I would even rank Ronald Jones ahead of Ty Johnson if Tevin Coleman were to play. And I'm not looking up Tevin Coleman news because that sounds boring as heck. But yeah, this guy could be really that high. All right. For wide receivers, I had to go back to this list and add Brandon Iuke because apparently, some people don't have notifications turned on, right? You got to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you do that. Got to have notifications turned on. And, some for the people that are not Couch Fam, I'm sure 100% a Couch Fam. People that watch the videos know what's up and knew to pick up Brandon Iuke. But those that are new to this channel or don't know what the deal is, I had to go back and add Brandon Iuke just to be clear that this guy was a must add last week. I kept telling you guys he's improving. You definitely want to add him. And I think I even said I'd be comfortable starting Brandon Iuke if I had to at flex. I started Marvin Jones in one league, and I would have rather started Iuke if I had him in that league last week. That's how much I didn't have a ton of confidence in Iuke last week, but like I said, I'd feel comfortable starting him at flex or wide receiver 3 if I had to. After that, I mean, there's really not that many good ads. Russell Gage is a decent ad. Van Jefferson, decent ad. Deshaun Jackson's out of here. Probably going to be with the Raiders. That's what, seems like he's a Raider now. Brian Edwards, disappointing, could be dropped. So keep that in mind. But going up against the Chiefs, we loved it. We love these Chiefs matchups. Going up against the Chiefs, all it takes is one play from Derek Carr. And Derek Carr has been pretty good this year. So I do like him as a high ceiling start this week. Low floor, high ceiling, risky start against the Chiefs. Elijah Moore, one of my favorite prospects. And all it takes was a Zach Wilson injury. And Michael Carter and Elijah Moore seem very viable now. Miko Hardman, he's the number 2 wide receiver for the Chiefs. And in deeper leagues, desperate peoples, we got Tim Patrick, Marvin Jones, Marquez Valdez Scantling. Keep in mind, I got my phone out right here. No alerts, but OBJ could be signed any moment now. Today, maybe tomorrow. I don't think it'll take too long. I think Odell's going to get signed. His number 1 spot to get signed is reportedly the Packers, so keep that in mind. Well, I don't love MVS that much. And we got Donovan Peoples-Jones, who looked really good, right? But I know this Browns offense. They'll change it every week. We'll see Njoku. We'll see Hooper. We'll see Jarvis. We'll see Demetric Felton. We'll see a lot of different names. Schwartz. We're going to see a lot of different names. And so although I do love Donovan Peoples-Jones, he won't get that consistent volume. Not enough for a 12-team league for me to even think about starting him. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown at number 11, number 12, Khalif Raymond, number 13, Olamide Zaccheaus, number 14, Mac Hollins, because Will Fuller and Devonte Parker are always hurt. Okay, what do we got? Couch, should I add Brandon Iuke and drop Carlos Hyde? I have James Robinson. I probably would. What's up, Big Jim Gene? You're on YouTube. We're on Twitch right now too, Gene. What's up, man? Big Jim James, also from Germany. Well, not from Germany, but he's in Germany now. So what's up, guys? Gibby or Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go through at the end to do the start and sit. But I think you got to add Brandon Ayuk. Just me personally. Rashad Bateman, sure. I don't have him because it seems like everyone's already added him. I don't think he's that big of a deal. I wouldn't start him. He's just, I probably, your answer is probably no with that. All right. So with tight ends, there's a few really good tight ends to add. I think right here, these top 5 are pretty good ads. Maybe keep in mind, Komet is on bye. Let's see, Gerald Everett. Yeah, there's some decent ads. So at number 1, we have Pat Freiermuth. You guys know I talk about him a lot. I tweet about him a lot. I love him as a prospect. Love him in Dynasty. Love him in redraft. So if he's still available, make sure you go add him. One of my favorite players in fantasy period in the NFL. It's funny how I don't really like the Steelers or anything, but 2 of my favorite players are on there. That's Pat Freiermuth and Najee Harris. I used to really like Chase Claypool. I guess I don't anymore. I can change my mind, right? I don't have to have a favorite food and stick to it, right? I can always change. Number 2, we got Logan Thomas, who should be coming back this week, hopefully. Dan Arnold has gotten like 10 targets a couple weeks ago and then 7 targets this past week, 17 targets the last 2 games. That's something. You're not looking at a tight end, folks. You're looking at a wide receiver that you can start at the tight end spot. Number 4, we got Tyler Conklin, 7 targets this past week, 7 targets the week before. Cole Kmet been getting a ton of targets. The Bears offense does not look like absolute rubbish anymore. Dare I say it's like an average offense. That's a huge upgrade from what they were just 3 weeks ago. Gerald Everett. This is more of a flyer. Gerald Everett's a flyer. Will Dissly's kind of old news. Gerald Everett's old news, but Will Dissly's older news. Adam Troutman at 7. David Njoku at 8, Jeff Swain at 9, Josiah DeGuara, Green Bay Packers tight end at 10, and Albert O at 11. just in case Noah Fant misses more time. You know how I am with the trades. I'm stubborn and I'm frugal, cheap. What do you want to call it? Basically, like I usually make people overpay for trades. So I'm in a dynasty league with Gene. I'm rebuilding, tanking, and I still need players. Like Claypool's still young. I do like him, but just not like I was a much more huge fan last year because he was a guy I scouted out and really like. Kamara injury, Saints. What? Kamara? Hey, get it. You better get Mark Ingram. What do we have here? Kamara injury. Saints host Kerryon Johnson. New Orleans football. Nick Underhill reports the Saints hosted 3 free agent running backs on Tuesday. The team brought in free agent Kerryon Johnson, Rodney Smith, and Josh Adams after Alvin Kamara went to the medical tent for a brief period in Sunday's loss to Atlanta. Underhill adds that he's heard whispers Kamara might have gotten a little banged up in that game too. Mark Ingram would surge as a low-end RB1 against the Titans no matter who is signed behind him if Kamara is in fact ruled out for week 10. So Mark Ingram, he's a must add. We just read that news. Let's boost this up way high. I mean, I don't even, dude. You guys got to go add Mark Ingram. Yeah, just go add Mark Ingram. Even if it's just a chance that Kamara is out. You don't get an RB1 for free usually, or as a waiver ad. Pretty rare. For defenses. Now, even though you probably can't get any of these top 3, that's the best defenses to get. I'm not mentioning defenses like the Rams or anything. Obviously, those are, already added. But if you can get the Cardinals D, the Colts D, or the Bucks D, go run and get them. Bucks just had their bye week, which could be really useful because they're playing Washington this week, then the Giants next week. That could be sexy. Colts are playing the Jags, and my favorite, the Cardinals, are playing the Panthers this week. So if you can get any of these 3, Cardinals, Colts, or Bucks defense, go run and get them. If you can't, I'm going to list these guys here. Broncos D going against the Eagles. That's number 4. At number 5, we got the Saints D. Not really any great matchups, but the Saints D is great in itself. And so you can just start them every week pretty much. Ravens D going against the Dolphins, and then the Bears. Titans D going against the Saints, Texans, Patriots, and then they got a bye. Then they go against the Jags. And Titans D, the first quarter of the season has sucked, but this second quarter that we've seen them has been really good. Browns D going against the Patriots, then Lions. That's actually a really good one. I don't know. You may wanna. I don't know. I might have to rank this a little higher. I love this one. Yeah, let's go number 4. Let's go risque with it. Number 4. I mean, you got to get them this week. They're okay, but then you really want to stash them and hoard them because week 11 they're facing the Lions. And number 9, we have the Panthers D. Not a great matchup, probably going against Arizona, except if Kyler is out again. But then they face Washington, then they face the Dolphins. Maybe they'll get their stuff together and not suck so much. Dolphins D going against the Ravens. You don't want to start them this week, but you want to start them next week going against the Jets. Then they face the Panthers, Giants, bye, and then the Jets again. So that's why I want you to go get the Dolphins D if you don't have them already. Niners D, they're not to be trusted. Definitely don't start them this week, but if you have room on your bench, next week, week 11, they face the Jags. And you guys already know that's what I am doing in fantasy this year. I am hoarding and stashing defenses 1 week ahead, and it's been working out great. I mean, it's actually worked out perfect. Except the Niners D this week in 1 league. That's it. And I wouldn't even say I did that in that league. So it's pretty much worked perfectly, right? I started the Browns D in week 2, Steelers D this week. They did okay. Dolphins D, Colts D. It's been working out very well. Bengals D, I've done it. So I've been stashing these defenses 1 week earlier. Okay, for kickers, I just moved Greg Zuerlein to the number 1 spot. And then, boom, what happened? He's on the C19 list. He's looking like he probably won't be able to play either. Doubt he plays. So Greg Zuerlein going against the Falcons. This was an incredible matchup at home. Cowboys heavily favored to win, but unfortunately, Greg Zuerlein's looking like he might not play. And so I really like where's a good cutoff here? Maybe 7. 7's probably a good cutoff. So just because you can't get Greg Zuerlein, look for Ryan Suckup. It's kind of similar here. Not a home game, but Bucks are heavily favored to beat Washington. So Ryan Suckup's at number 2. Number 3, we got Matt Prater. Now, this is a home game. Cardinals heavily favored to win. That's really good signs right there. Harrison Butker, told you guys to add him last week. Didn't disappoint. This week's a little bit more unpredictable. And in the same game at number 5, we have Daniel Carlson. Number 6, Chris Boswell going against the Lions. Number 7, the Money Badger, Michael Badgley going against the Jags. Rodrigo Blankenship, don't think he's going to return this week. And number 8, we got Nick Folk. Number 9, Younghoe Koo. Number 10, Brandon McManus. Number 11, Greg Joseph. Number 12, Mason Crosby. Number 13, Dustin Hopkins. And number 14, Brian Johnson. All right, guys, let's chill here, answer some questions. Do you start Mitchell? Oh, how'd you guys like the waiver list? Thumbs up, couch emoji, something, let me know. Thumbs down emoji. Like the video. Let me know if you enjoyed those waivers, and I will stick around right now to answer some questions. All right, let's see what we got here. What was it? Eli Mitchell, or I'm probably going to answer Mitchell or Renfro. Oh, is it? You really should say if it's PPR. I think that makes a huge difference. I'm going with Mitchell. I think in full PPR it's really close. But I'm going with Eli Mitchell here. It's really close though, dude. In full PPR, it could go either way, but let's go Eli Mitchell. Do we hold on to Taysom? I mean, it depends. I mean, in a 1 QB league, you can probably drop him. Can anybody answer this? Who should I start? James Robinson or Cordero Patterson? I'm starting. I think I'm going to start Cordero Patterson. It's hard to bench that guy. I think you got a great situation here. Okay, we got Patterson here. I agree with Big Jim G. Would you start Gaskin? It's with one no S, but I mean it's singular, no S. Would you start Gaskin, AP, or Damian Harris? PPR. Would you start? Give me a second here. Gaskin going against the Ravens. Adrian Peterson going against the Saints, and Damian Harris going against the Browns. I'm going to go ahead and start Gaskin. Trade Antonio Brown for Julio. Need a wide receiver for week 11, and AV still in a boot. Julio plays the Texans, and they should start passing more. I would say no, because Julio has been a bust every single week, right? So I still think Antonio Brown has a good chance of playing. That's just my guess, is that he will play. Just a guess. I don't know. I think Antonio Brown plays. Not sure though. If he doesn't, can't you just add a wide receiver? You're going to make a trade, destroy your team for 1 week for a guy that scores 6.5 fantasy points. Doesn't make any sense. Go add a random wide receiver. I just came out with I just did the waivers, right? So just add anybody, add Russell Gage, add somebody. I think you'll be fine. I'm going with Renfro because they play the Chiefs, and I would bench Cortland Sutton. Couch, should I burn my number 7 waiver claim on the Titans? Currently got Chargers. Other defenses options are Denver Panthers. I could also pick up guys like Iuke since I'm lacking on wide receiver. Add Iuke, go get a defense for free. Or, put in another claim. Because the most you'll lose is like one. But I don't think you need to spend a claim on a defense if they're not elite. So if there weren't one of those top 3 that I said, and what was the top 3? I forgot. I think it was the Cardinals. Let me see. Yeah. Cardinals, Colts, Bucks. I'd try not to spend a claim. It's not black and white, but I try not to spend a claim. Do you drop Devonte Freeman or Adrian Peterson for Eno Benjamin? I would say do not drop Adrian Peterson. You can drop Devonte Freeman though if you want. Should I drop Khalil Herbert for Iuke? Yes. Adrian Peterson, Freeman, or Howard, standard league. Scoring. Pick one, please, and thanks. Adrian, well, not Devonte Freeman for now. Let's start Adrian Peterson. Keep tabs on Latavius Murray. Should I do this? Says DG. Start Robinson. No, that's James Robinson, and then start Patterson over Antonio Brown. Yes or no? I would say yes. I would start both running backs. I like the high floor. You're only trying to beat one person. So I think you'd be good. I have Josh Allen. Should I trade away CD and AJ Brown for Robert Woods and Diggs? I have Josh Allen. Should I trade away CD and AJ Brown? Robert Woods and Diggs. Okay, having Josh Allen doesn't matter. I'd say no. No. It's actually probably better not to stack in redraft, matter of fact. It makes you more consistent, makes you less reliant on one team's offense, as you saw what happened to the Bills' offense this week, and decreases your risk, increases your floor. So, and in this case, I don't think that's the best value. Pat's D's legit. Hey, what's up, Twitch fam? Rate my team. I actually read this. You have a great team, bud. I give that a B plus. I give it a B plus. That's school ratings. I'm 2-7 in a 12-teamer, 16 playoffs. My team has Kamara, Debo, AJ, Waller, Keenan, Antonio Brown, etc. What move should I make? I basically have to win out. I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds like I hack my lineup. You want me to you want to give your password? I don't know what to tell you, dude. Go get that W this week. I'm live. I'm answering a lot of questions. I don't know what to tell you. Go, do anything you can to get a win. You're 2-7. That means that you have to win out. You can't afford one more loss. Are we out on Jacoby? Yes. I'm Kamara owner. Might drop him to pick up Ingram to be safe. He's like 6th in the pecking order on my wide receivers. Yes, 100%. Drop Jacoby, add Mark Ingram. Sounds like a no-brainer to me. You spelled one incorrectly. Sorry for another question, but for my tight end spot, should I start Knox versus Jets or Gronk versus football team? I think this is more of a question of injury. So as of right now, I really can't answer that. I think we have to wait let's wait till Friday. For now, I guess we're starting Rob Gronkowski. Okay, start Rob Gronkowski. Plan to keep him in there, but keep tabs on Friday's practice participation levels. What's up, Twitch fam in the building? Should I roll with trash Colts defense and Nick Folk? Or would you rather a flyer something else? I don't know. I just ranked him on this video. Colts D is great. Go with the Colts D. Nick Folk is okay, but I like some, we just went over this we just did the waivers here. So go with Colts D. As far as Nick Folk, he's legit, but maybe try if you can get Daniel Carlson or Matt Prater or Suck Up, go for some, or Butker, go for one of these guys right here, okay? This is where you want to live with kickers. Okay. Julio, Slim Reaper, and Myers are my 3 of my weakest wide receivers on my team, so I don't mind dropping. Yeah, I mean, you're never starting Jacoby. He doesn't have much upside. He doesn't have much touchdown potential. Also, should I trade Debo and Kamara for Adams and Swift? I would not, but the only reason to do this is Kamara's injury and Debo's injury. So, it's a very complicated question. I'm sorry I can't give it's such a bold thing. I'm thinking yes, just because Debo's banged up a little bit and Kamara's possibly hurt. And then you're getting a really good wide receiver and you're getting a pretty good running back. I would say yes, but it's so risky. Just so you know, it's so risky because I think you're kind of downgrading here, but you are trading away 2 hurt players. I don't know. It's a tough one. Maybe the chat could chime in. I'd say yes. It's so risky, though. I'd say yes, because when you trade away hurt players for healthy players, it's almost always a win. 7 out of 10 times it's a win, right? And so you're doing this 2 times right here, essentially. Iuke's coming back. He's becoming an actual football player. Kittle, he's back. He's looking great. Eli Mitchell's back. Jeff Wilson's back. Hasty's in the mix. Debo's already peaked. I say you do it. It's very risky, though. I say you do it. Chat, what do you think? Should he do it? Should he get rid of Kamara and Debo for Adams and Swift? I say yeah. Would you try an upgrade at RB? Now, RB is the toughest position to upgrade. Nothing's black and white. Everything's tough, right? Trading is tough. So if you do that, you're probably going to have to do a package deal or some kind of swindle deal. RBs are the toughest position to acquire. Just know that. I think that's the best way I can help you. Everyone's trying to upgrade RB, especially after Derrick Henry got hurt. And look, Kamara might be hurt. I mean, this Nick Chubb might be out. I mean, this is insane. Would you trade Zeke for Robert Woods? No, that's a running back for a wide receiver. You get a lot more out of running backs. See, this guy would like to do that here. See, there's a lot of people lining up to trade away a wide receiver 2 for an RB1. Dalvin Cook, Adams, and Waller for Cup, CMC, and Knox. Dalvin Cook, Adams, and Waller for Cup, CMC, and Knox. CMC, slight upgrade over Dalvin. Cup, slightly better than Adams. And Knox. I think I'm too big of a believer in Waller to make this trade. Very even trade. I love it, but I like the Dalvin side more just because I'm a huge believer in Waller. I'm getting too many questions, but I see a couple asking about Alvin Kamara. Let's bring it up on the big screen here. Seems to be, I think that's one thing we should be talking about here. A second. Up here. Okay, I'll read it again. You guys can probably, it's probably big enough for you guys to read. Nick Underhill reports the Saints hosted 3 free agent running backs on Tuesday. The team brought in free agents Kerryon Johnson, Rodney Smith, and Josh Adams after Alvin Kamara went to the medical tent for a brief period in Sunday's loss to Atlanta. Underhill adds that he's heard whispers Kamara might have gotten a little banged up in that game, too. Mark Ingram would surge as a low-end RB1 against the Titans no matter who is signed behind him if Kamara is in fact ruled out for Week 10. Just rewatch the video. In short, it's going to likely be Dearness Johnson. Yes, of course, Kittle's a must start. Your lineup, I read this, looks good. I'd say it's a B+. Yep, go get Kittle. I like Kittle more than Freiermuth. Oh, you have Goddard already. Goddard's a great start. Yeah. And that stack makes no. Yeah, you might want to do that then. I mean, Goddard's great. I rank the waivers. So if you want to watch this video back on Twitch or YouTube, I rank the waivers for you. So you just add the one that's ranked the highest. Whispers. Yeah, you never know. I mean, they did try out 3 running backs. That's not for no reason. Yeah, he might play, he might not. He might be limited. You never know. Like, there's always a worry that a running back's going to get hurt or is hurt. I don't think there's any new news on Kyler. No. In the Kamara and Debo for Adams and Swift trade, I also have Rodgers. Is a nice stack with Adams. Yeah, stacks are overrated. But that is a good stack though. Would you trade Kamara and Evans for Najee and Hopkins? I do have Fournette. I guess I would say no, because Hopkins is hurt, right? Hamstring, that could really suck. Just hold on. Whatever Kamara's injuries doesn't seem that major. Let's see. Murray, Roto World. I don't think there's any new news on Kyler. Nah, nothing. He'll be back soon. I don't know if he's gonna play this week, unfortunately. I really don't know. But yeah, this is what I do this. So for those that new or just tuning in now, this is the waiver wire video. I do this every week on YouTube, but this time I just wanted to do it live, and I go through and I rank every single position. So in the beginning of the video, these are all ranked, so you can go back and watch them. You should be able to watch it on Twitch. If not, go to my YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch. You'll be able to see it on there. So yeah, I rank every single waiver wire pickup at every single position extensively. As you can see, Trevor Lawrence and Heineke and Brissett is on this list. Yeah, so you'll be good. Would you drop Julio for Iuke? I probably would if I had to. I would, because there's 2 separate questions, right? Would you add Iuke? Yes. Would you drop Julio? No. And so if I was forced to, right, if someone said, look, you got to make a decision, it's one or the other, Julio or Iuke rest of the season, I'm going Iuke, right? Because that's essentially what this is. right? I'm scared to drop Julio. I am human. I do have emotions like that. I try not to be. But this question, if you actually said it like this, who do you like more rest of the season, Iuke or Julio? I'm saying Iuke. And so that means, do you want to burn a waiver claim and do it? I'd be a little hesitant. If you could get Iuke for free or trade for him, I would probably do that. Now, someone made a good point, right? Wait, someone said they face the Texans, but they don't. Do they? The Texans are on bye, so I don't know where they got that from, but I probably face them in a week. I don't know. But the Texans are on bye, dude. I don't know who said that. He said that. They face the Saints. I blame you for not putting in James Conner. What do I got to do with it? I didn't do anything. What did I do? Jordan Howard is a good desperate play if you need a running back. I would say he's good. Not great though. Not really reliable because there's 3 running backs there. We're literally looking at it. Yeah. So this is the waiver wire video. We're literally looking at it. Add one of these guys. Jimmy G. I wouldn't really like Jimmy G. Nobody wants Julio. Yeah. So you probably can't trade him. All right. Last question here from Twitch fam. Standard scoring. Start 2 wide receivers. Godwin, AB, and Judy. So I would go ahead and bench Jerry Judy. And so if Antonio Brown is out, then go ahead and start Judy. I'd say it's as simple as that. You can't really go wrong. I think Tom Brady's going to light it up. So even if one of the wide receivers is bad, I really think the other one will do good, whether it be Godwin or Antonio Brown. And if you're really lucky, it'll be both. I think you lost, bud, because Mixon is a running back. Whenever you trade a RB1 for a wide receiver 2, it's not good. You're really undermining running backs, and you're really undervaluing running backs. You're not respecting the scarcity of running backs. People I would love to trade one of my wide receiver 2s for a RB1 in every league. So that was a bad trade. It's not because Deontay sucks. It's because you're trading a scarce position that nobody can find now. And, you're trading gold for silver, right? It's never going to win. Yeah, you never win with that. Yeah, not to mention that Mixon's actually good. And Deontay, I mean, he's good, but I mean, he ain't that great. He's not blowing away all the other wide receivers. All right, guys, we're going to end it here. You can rewatch this video for the ranked waivers at every single position. So make sure you do watch it from the beginning. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense, kicker, everything. Watch that. You should be able to rewatch it on Twitch. If not, rewatch it on YouTube. It'll be up there. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch. We have a second YouTube channel called Fantasy Podcast. Subscribe to that as well. Appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for the patrons and showing support. Let's go get that W this week. It's officially crunch time, baby. Let's go win. Peace out.